Hey, delighted to have you with us as always. Today's topic is researching your sales prospects. So these are inbound prospects, people who have made themselves known to you. They've raised their hand and said they're interested in your services. This could be in the form of a inquiry form, booking a consultation with you, anything along those lines. So, excuse me, ahead of when you speak to them, you're going to want to do some research on the prospect. So what does that mean? Well, there's kind of multiple things you can do, from the obvious to maybe a few more nuanced things which can give you some value. So the first thing to do is take a look at their website if they already have one. Depending on the nature of the business, hopefully they have a website you can explore. Obviously, that'll give you a good background into the business. I mean, depending on what it is you do, maybe they're looking for you to help with their marketing or even with their new website design and build. So obviously, that's a great place to get a bit of an understanding of where their current situation is and if you can assist them. So taking a look at their website, understanding their about page, their services, their products, whatever it is that they're trying to build a business around, you can take a look into that. The next area is their social media profiles. So this could be their individual LinkedIn profile and then maybe the social media pages for their business as well. So by taking a look into that, you can see the type of content that they're putting out. You can maybe see the type of engagement they're getting, even a bit of an understanding of their existing audience who are, liking and following and engaging with their posts as well. You're then going to want to do a Google search because you might be able to get some PR coverage around the business and the brand that is inquired with you. Maybe you can see something about a story of it had some investment into their business, or they've launched a new product or service and maybe gone into a new market or new area. So you can start to see like where the journey has gone into the business and what's happened beyond then as well. If there's multiple colleagues in the business, similarly, you can also kind of Google those, the colleagues or the partners, and again, look at their individual LinkedIn profiles just to understand their background, their education. You're not going to want to spend ages at this early stage. You don't want to invest too much time. Obviously, you can continue this research, but it's good just to have a little bit of an understanding of the business. Now, the next one is one of my favorite little tips, depending on the type of organization it is. So let's say, for example, it's an e-commerce platform and they sell products on their website, which could be, we'll go down the fashion route, okay? So if you can go onto their website and purchase a product, ideally, obviously, something that you may actually be interested in or want or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. Obviously, a low investment, you don't want to be spending a fortune on this, but purchase one of their products on their website. So let's say, for example, it's a fashion website and you bought a little fashion accessory through there, a small bracelet or something like that. What you'll understand is the user journey. So, what was it like going to the website, going to the checkout, processing the order, etc. And then, of course, you're going to get that delivery. You're going to see that process. Was it quick? What was the packaging like? What was the follow-up? What was the email flow? Did you get subscribed to their newsletter? Again, it depends on the service that you're offering as a freelancer, but you can see how that would give you a good understanding of their business. And they will absolutely love it. The prospect will. The amount of times I've spoken to, clients, but prospects as well, where they've said, you were the only person who ever did that. We were speaking to a few of the freelancers wanted to work with, but the fact that you did that showed you have genuine interest in us, and that's the type of people we want to work with. Now, if it's not an e-commerce site, of course, you maybe can't do that. Let's say, for example, it's a B2B service website, but maybe on their website they have a newsletter you can subscribe to. Maybe they have some content you can download, so you can, enter your information and download that content. Again, you'll understand the user journey they're currently using. You'll get the content and you'll be able to read that and learn a bit more about their business. So, can you take some form of action which they'll see? And if you do this prior to the first engagement, it will go down an absolute treat. But not only that, it will give you a better understanding of the business, so you're better prepared for that call. Because what you don't want to be doing on your sales calls is wasting time gathering information you could have got anyway. What you want to do is spend that time to really get into some good conversation about what the challenges of their business, where do they want to get to? Maybe these are the things that you won't be able to read on their social media pages on their website. Their product list, you can just get that off their website or, on Google, that sort of thing. So you want to make sure that you've got the basic research out of the way and you go into that conversation a lot more confident and comfortable, and you show that you know that valuable information about their business. It will go down an absolute treat. As I say, they'll realize you've done your research, you're professional, you're interested in what they do, and you'll have a much more rich and engaged conversation on that first sales call, which obviously will then hopefully progress to become a client if it's a good fit for both parties. But that's a summary of some of the key research you can do for any sales prospects that come into your freelance business.